Welcome everyone to my channel. If you haven't been here before, please sit down. We are going to talk about my June TBR wrap-up. Look at all these books I read in June. Can you believe this? It's a lot of books to have read in June. A lot more than I thought I would ever actually be able to read in a month. And I'm actually extremely proud of myself for that. I really am. So, this is Bleach, Volume 2 by Tai Kubo. Immediately after checking into the Kurosaki clinic with a mysterious scar on his back, the muscle-bound Chad goes AWOL. Accompanying Chad is a talking parakeet imbued with the soul of a young boy named Yuichi. It doesn't take newbie soul reaper Ichigo Kurosaki long to surmise that a hollow must be evolved by far the strongest spirit he's faced to date. Ichigo is about to discover that not every soul is bound for the Soul Society, especially if it's tainted with innocent blood. What did I think of this? I loved it. I enjoyed it so much. Ichigo, who is a reluctant hero, dives more deep into the world that he is now officially a part of. Do I think you should go ahead and read this? Yes, read this manga. I mean, it's 72 volumes, and I'm sure, since I haven't read all of them, I know for a fact they're probably going to be really great. I love them. I really do. Did this live up to my expectations? Yes. Go ahead and read it. You should go ahead and read Bleach. You should go ahead and watch the manga and the anime too. Pretty sure it's all great. I haven't seen the last, which is the Thousand Blood War, but I am so excited to get into it and dive into it as soon as I possibly can. I know, okay? No. Yu Yu Hakusho, Volume 3, by Yoshihiro Togashi. Yusuke Urameshi is back when the teenage delinquent surprised the underworld by dying heroically. He was given a chance, just one, to return to life. Now having passed his trials in the spirit world, Yusuke is back in his body and ready to reclaim his turf from the other street punks. But for someone who's been to hell and back, a normal life on the streets is no longer possible. Yusuke picked up some otherworldly powers while he was dead, and the underworld is about to offer him a job as its official supernatural detective. Now, this is like one of my favorite manga volumes for the Yu Yu Hakusho universe because it introduces two of my favorite characters. Okay, you see those two right here, this little guy right here and this tall one here? Yeah, those are two of my favorite characters. Of course, Yusuke is my favorite character, but the other two are in it, okay? And that is why it is wonderful. Did this live up to my expectations? Yes. I loved it. What did I think about it? I love the fact that when he comes back to life, he gets dropped into more problems. And he actually becomes a reluctant superhero. Well, he actually gets a detective abilities. Technically, all he's doing is just solving cases and fighting bad guys, really. But I love it, because he still saves the day in the end. Even though the only thing he really wants to do is relax and be alive. It's really great. So should you go and read the series? I don't know how many times I need to tell you this. That it's only 19 manga volumes. Yes. It's 104 episodes. Yes. And it even has a game. Video game. Yes. Play it. Go ahead. All that stuff. I just dropped a book. The Second Short Life of Bree Tanner by Stephanie Meyer. This is a Twilight, it's a novella for the Eclipse, and I say, pretty good. So, Bree Tanner can barely remember life before she had uncannily powerful senses, superhuman reflexes, and unstoppable physical strength. Life before she had a relentless thirst for blood. Life before she became a vampire. All Bree knows is that living with her fellow newborns has few certainties and even fewer rules. Watch your back. Don't try to attention stuff. And above all, make it home by sunrise or die. What she doesn't know, her time as an immortal is so quickly running out. Then Bree finds an unexpected friend in Diego, a newborn just as curious as Bree, about their mysterious creator, whom they only know as her, as they come to realize that the newborns are pawns in a game larger than anything they could have imagined. Bree and Diego must choose sides and decide whom to trust. But when everything you know about vampires is based on a lie, how do you find the truth? This takes place during the book Eclipse. Now, it doesn't give you a lot of insight to what happens in Eclipse, but it does give you, like, towards the end, insight on what happens in Eclipse. But that's it. The rest of it is beyond the Eclipse spectrum. So really, honestly, you don't really see a lot of what's going on in the universe of Twilight. You just get to learn a little bit more about it, about how the vampires were made and how they were governed and told lies about the world as a vampire. Should you go and read it? If you want a little more in depth of the girl that they tried to save in Eclipse, yeah, go ahead. But if you don't really care, then don't read it. I mean, it's a novella. If you like novellas, read it. If you don't, don't. Can't say nothing about it. Did it live up to my expectations? I enjoyed the fact that we got to see a side of the world of the darkness in it, how the Volturi work slightly, and how newborn vampires who are like being built for an army function, as well as how discords are done. Did it live up to my expectations? That I would say was okay. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of novellas. Oh no, that bent. That's terrible. Goblin War by Jim C. Hines, the last book in Jig the Goblin series. Okay. If you think it's hard being a hobgoblin or a human, try living a goblin's life for a while. In fact, try imagining what it's like to be the runtiest goblin in the caves, the lone worship of a god who's been forgotten for a good reason, and the target everyone points to at the first hint of trouble. Try picturing yourself as Jig Dragonslayer and see how you like it. Despite impossible odds, Jig was still alive. He survived an adventurous quest against a dragon and a necromancer, a pixie invasion that had ogres and trolls dropping like flies, and most frightening of all, the threat of being made chief of the goblins. They get killed a lot. He wasn't sure how much more he could stand. Naturally, he was about to find out. War was brewing in the world outside the mountain, and when the goblin's lair was invaded by human warriors in search of the rod of creation, Jig just knew it was only the start of another really bad day. Did this live up to my expectations? Yes, especially the dramatized version. If you listen to the audible of this, the dramatized version, oh my god, it is fucking fantastic. I enjoyed the last one, and I really wish I had listened to it, the first book, to the dramatization of it. It is bloody fantastic. What did they think about the ending? Fantastic. Funny. Wonderful. The only thing is that I think they killed off one of my favorite characters, and I can't do nothing about that, but that is okay. I will live, I think. Maybe. I might be dying now, as it is. I don't know. Should you go and read this series or listen to the audible? Yes! If you like adventurers, if you like the flip side where goblins are the good guys and the humans are the bad guys, yes! Read. It is awesome. And the book explains why Jig is riding a wolf with armor and a sword. Trust me. The book explains it. You want to know more? Read the book. Listen to the audible. One of two things must happen. Jekyll and Frank's Pleasure. Last book in the series. Okay, just like Jig, the Goblin War was the last book in that series. Discipline, penance, order. Its sanctuary's priest life revolves around such things, but when Sagan is taken captive and thrust into the Alaskan wilderness, he encounters a woman who challenges his faith in his self-control. Valera is a natural-born witch who almost lost herself to the lure of dark magic. By race, Sagan should shun her, but convention will count for nothing in the face of a passion that could change the world of the Shadow Dwellers forever. As Chancellor of the Shadow Dwellers, Malaya's first duty is to her people. Her bodyguard, Gwyn, knows this only too well. For tradition's sake, Malaya must marry, and though the thought of this lush, vibrant woman in a loveless union is impossible for him to bear, Gwyn loves Malaya. Not as a subject loves his queen, but as a man craves a woman. And even if he cannot keep her, he'll show her everything she stands for. This is more about love life, with very little thought towards the end, okay? I did enjoy it. I did like it. I'm not going to unhaul it, but I wish it had more. So, did it live up to my expectations? Sort of. It gave me the resolution that I wanted in a way that it was wonderful, because nobody lost anybody that was important-ish. Because there was one that lost. I can't explain it. You'd have to read it. Okay. But otherwise than that, it was mainly about two couples getting together. Literally it. The majority of the book. Literally, that was it. Okay? That was it. Did I enjoy the ending? I love the ending. I really wish it had more plot in the book. But I still enjoyed it for what it was. So should you go and read this series? Yes, it's only 3 books. I mean, come on. Why wouldn't you just read the 3 books? The Shadow Dwellers is a wonderful series. And if you love the Nightwalker series, Shadow Dwellers is in that universe. They do talk about the Nightwalkers. They talk about the other creatures of the dark that you don't actually ever get to meet. So yes, read. How to Train Your Dragons Book 3, How to Speak Dragonese by Cressida Cowell. A Viking lesson in pirating takes a strange turn when Hiccup and his best friend Fishlegs accidentally raid the wrong ship while trying to escape sharkworms. The 2 lads rescue a tiny yet arrogant nano-dragon named Zigarastica, but then they are kidnapped as part of a vicious plot to steal every dragon on the Isle of Berk. Hiccup must rely on his tiny new friend and his ability to speak Dragonese to save the day again. I don't know why it says that the 2 lads when it's only Hiccup that rescues it. And in the process of that, Toothless gets captured first. Of course, they do end up getting captured themselves. And they meet the heir to the Bog Bugglers tribe. Did I enjoy this book? Yes, Hiccup is wonderful. And Toothless finally does things to help out Hiccup in ways that are wonderful. And Toothless does get treated terribly in this. He gets treated terribly, and I'm so sorry for Toothless. You did not deserve to be treated so terribly as the way you were. Either by Hiccup, who was frustrated, or by the main bad guy. Did this live up to my expectations? Yes! I loved it. It was wonderful. It was great. It was a magnificent. Okay, so should you go and read this series? So far with the book 3, I've been enjoying it. And if you really want to know what inspired the How to Train Your Dragon movies and the How to Train Your Dragon live adaptation, including the 3 series, and the spin-off series for the How to Train Your Dragon universe, you need to read this because this is where it all came from. The Secret of Excalibur by Andy McDermott, the 3rd book in the, also, this has 12 books. And a compendium in the Nina Wilde and Eddie Chase series. Excalibur. Legend has it that he who carries King Arthur's mighty sword into battle will be invincible, but more than 1,000 years the secret to the whereabouts of this powerful weapon has been lost until now. Archaeologist Nina Wilde is hoping for a little R&R with her fiancé, former SAS bodyguard Eddie Chase, but the couple's plans are dashed when a meeting with an old acquaintance propels Nina and Eddie into a razor-edge hunt across the globe, battling a team of elite mercenaries who will stop at nothing in order to claim a prize every treasure hunter has coveted since the final days of Camelot. Nina and Eddie must do everything they can to keep the legendary blade from falling into the wrong hands, because the truth behind the sword's power, and those who seek it, will not only shock the world, but plunge it into a new and more devastating era of war. Did this live up to my expectations? Fuck yeah, I did. I love listening to the Audible. I love reading it the first time around that I did read it. It is great. It is wonderful, and I think it should be made into a movie. What did I think about the ending? He revealed some things that I forgot. And oh my God, was it those things that were just mind-boggling twists. You have to read it. You have to read it in order to be able to understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so should you go and read this story? Yes. Serious? Yes. Read it. Andy McDermott's action-packed, non-stop lurch from crisis to crisis feels almost fucking natural in a way that you wouldn't believe. That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Volume 4 of the novelization by Fuse. Now that Remy's monster-centric town has blossomed into a bona fide independent nation, it's time for his next step. Build and maintain diplomatic relations with nearby countries. With a group of his trusty monster pals, Rimuru travels to the Beast Kingdom of Usurania and the Dwarven Kingdom to meet with their respective heads of state and represent his domain as best as a slime possibly can. As if there wasn't already enough on Rimmer's mind, the otherworlder, visiting him in his dreams, begging him to save her former students. It looks like that'll be another stop on this pliable pioneer's itinerary. What did I think of this? It was fucking awesome. I loved it. More information, more details, and it shows how the order really went. Rimmer is like classic. He is strong, he is fierce, and he does lose battles, but he still wins things because he knows how to talk diplomatically, for the most part. For the most part, okay? What about the ending? The ending ended in a cliffhanger, and I cannot wait to read 5 so I can finish that off and get away from the cliffhanger. Because I need to. I mean, I've seen the anime, so I know what happens, but I want to read what happens, okay? Okay, so should you go and read this story/series? If you like isekai, where somebody is dropped off into another world, but is totally transformed into something different, like Rimmer used to be human, now he's a slime, and he's just trying to build a life for himself and his monster friends, who have become like family to him. And live in peace and have some fun. That's it. That's all there is to it in his life, okay? So, yeah, go ahead and read it if you really like it. And I mean, if you've seen the anime or read the web novel of it, go ahead. You need to. So, mating markers, I'll put up a thing for it. Just when things are looking better, the family goes through another mating, but is this mating a truly wanted happening, or is it forced? What will happen when the two decide to agree on it? Is there a way for them to actually live together in harmony? Okay, so basically, in book 2 of the mating markers, Terran's older brother, Mieka, gets into what is called kill mating with a adult named Resta. They, because of the aggression of it all, they get sent away and they have to sit there and either live with breaking the mating agreeably and being able to go their separate ways, or actually finish the mating. Did I enjoy this book? Yes, I did. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I can't wait to read the third one, because it's really good. It's Mating Markers 2, and there's 10 books in this series. It's like there's 23 volumes in How to Tame Your Dragon Slime, and that was volume 4 that I had read. So yes, I enjoyed it. I loved it. Did the ending? The ending was good, because it was just good. It was a happy, wholesome ending, but it didn't lead into the next one, which is good, because you didn't get no build up of what's going to happen in the next one. So yay on that. Did it live up to my expectations? Yes it did. It totally did, and I am so ever grateful for it. I really am. Should you go ahead and read it? If you like gay romance, okay, yeah, read it. If you like otherworldly people who don't look exactly like us but look human enough-ish for you, yeah, go ahead and read it. It's pretty good. I enjoyed it, and I can't wait to continue reading it for you guys. Wither's Legacy. She came to life on Halloween. She cast a wicked spell upon the residents of Windale, Massachusetts, and then she was destroyed. But Elizabeth Wither, the leader of an ill-fated coven of witches, still haunts the one powerful enemy, powerful enough to dispel her ancient curse, the supernaturally gifted Wendy Ward. Hers was the name on the dying Wither's lips. The time will come, and now that Windale's little witch girl is all grown up, she, along with her friends Kayla, Abby, and Hannah, must face a demon like none the world's ever known, an unseen evil that bides its time, a yellow-eyed 7-foot beast whose blind allegiance to Wither fuels its hunger, captive to the urge to find a special prey. Did this live up to my expectations? Yes, it did. Book 2 didn't, but book 3 did. Out of the 3-book series, 1 and 3 were probably the best. What do I think about the ending? I like how it leaves you up to interpretations about certain things, but it also gives you a clear resolution and ending to it, which is good in my book. Should you go ahead and read this story/series? Yes, I think you should. If you like witches and wendigos and other things of the supernatural kind. Yeah, go ahead and read John Passarella's Wendy Ward series. Okay? So that would be the end of the wrap-up here for everybody. I do hope you enjoyed it. I did enjoy this. I will, of course, be keeping these and continuing these series here, which is good because I just enjoyed them, and I'm going to continue Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm going to continue Bleach. I'm going to continue the Twilight series. This series and this series are done, but I'm not unhauling the books. I'm keeping the books series because I really enjoyed it. It was wonderful. I am going to continue these because this is only the third book in the series of both of these, and I'm going to continue them. One has 20 books in it, and the other one has 12 plus a compendium. I'm definitely going to continue this one because it was really good, and I enjoyed it so very much. And it's got 23, and it's got anime that's continuing. I'm going to continue the Mating Markers because it's a really good series, and I love it. I have finished Withers, the Wendy Ward series, but I'm going to unhaul this like I unhauled the other two because I'm not going to read them again. I didn't enjoy it enough to keep it. That's about it. I didn't enjoy it enough to keep it. Okay? So, if you guys think I deserve a like, comment, or even a lovely subscription, why don't you go ahead and drop it down below. I will see you next illusion.